Hello everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here with another Make It Monday! How are you today, my friends? I hope you had a great weekend. The weather is cooling off finally here in East Tennessee, and we're able to start having bonfires and sitting out on the porch and not sweat and get nasty, and it's just gorgeous outside. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna get this video done, share this beautiful project with you, and then I'm out the door. All right, folks, today's project is a super cute, super sweet little thank you card, and it's all about the Hippo Happiness Stampin' Die set. I absolutely love this bundle for a couple of reasons. First of all, the little characters are super adorable. I mean, hello, thank you so much. I mean, so cute. So cute. And then it comes with the dies, that coordinate with the critters, so you don't have to fussy cut them out, which is super great. And then it also includes the dies right here, which are 3 different label sets that are nested. They're so awesome. Probably my new favorite label dies. Absolutely fantastic. I'm enjoying them very much. And these 2 little dies right here, when I first opened the package up, I thought, what on earth are those for? Super brilliant, actually. So they will make a tag out of any of the label dies, right? So you just die cut the shape and then put this on and die cut again, and it puts that little hole in there, a slot for your ribbon or whatever. Isn't that genius? I mean, come on, that's genius. Okay, so this is the bundle that we're going to be using. It's a lot of fun, super cute, super adorable. Let's get to it, okay? All right, what you're going to need is your card base is an 8.5 by 5.5 of Coastal Cabana. So you'll have 8.5 by 5.5 Coastal Cabana scored at 4 1/4 and burnished. This will be our card base, and we're doing a landscape style card today. You'll need a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 inch Whisper White cardstock. This is for the inside of the card. You're going to need a scrap of Bermuda Bay. This is for the largest of this shape of nested dies in the kit. Or in the bundle, I'm sorry. And then you'll need a scrap of Whisper White cardstock for the next size down of label. You'll need a strip of 5.5 by 1/4 inch of Melon Mambo cardstock for the little trim piece. And then you're going to also need a scrap of Whisper White cardstock to stamp and die cut 2 of the little U's and that cute little bow. All right? So that's the paper you're going to need. And then for ink, I'm using Melon Mambo for the bow. I'm using Smoky Slate and Basic Gray for the U. However, you could just use Basic Gray and stamp it off a couple of times in place of the Smoky Slate. I'm going to be using Versamark to make my background, and then the Memento Black ink for the sentiment piece. All right, so let us get started. Oh, I just lost my bow. There it is. Okay, the first thing that we want to do is get our little pierce mat and some scrap paper here. And I'm going to take the little flower out of the stamp set and the Versamark ink, and I'm going to create a background. Now, this set is really cute in the fact that it has a lot of background type stamp images that you can use as well. There's a collection of stars, there's the flower, there's a butterfly and balloons. So, and each of them also have dies to match. So if you wanted to stamp them as an image and have it on dimension, you could do that as well. So this stamp set with the dies are just an incredible collection. There will be a class coming up soon. I'm working on the projects for it, but I think you're going to love it. It's going to have a treat holder and a gift tag and, of course, a card. And there will be an additional project too, but I don't have that done yet, so I don't want to say just yet about that project. But you're going to love the class. It's going to be absolutely adorable. You're not going to want to miss it. And you'll be able to find it over on the Stampin' Chick Dana Sullivan Facebook page. And just go over to the events tab and you'll find it there. It'll be coming up soon, so it's not there right now, but it will be probably this week. Alright, so I've just stamped all the way around, and you could stamp them closer together if you want to. I did with my first one, so you'll be able to see this one was stamped a little closer, this one stamped a little farther apart, but it doesn't matter. They're both absolutely beautiful. Okay, now I have already stamped and die cut the little U's and the bow. However, I'm going to get my scrap piece of paper here and my piercing mat. Because we're using photopolymer stamps, you really want to use the piercing mat. It's just going to help make sure that you get a good, clean impression on your stamped images, okay? So now one thing that I found is that if I stamp the if I stamp the background image first, and even still I'm stamping off one time with the smoky slate, so you'll probably want to stamp off a good 2 times, maybe even 3 with the basic gray. So I've stamped that on, and then I'll grab the basic gray and the fluffy parts, and I'm going to do my best to line this up without getting in the way of the camera. Not too shabby. Alright, now let me flip it over because there's no way I could do that upside down. And line it up. And with this one, I'm looking at the scallops. I'm looking at the scallops on the top and on the bottom to line it up with, and that makes it easier. Okay. Alright, so that's how I stamped the little lambs. They're super, super cute. Very easy to do, as you can tell. And then, of course, through the magic and wonder of television, I have already stamped and die cut them for you. Now we're going to move on to assembling our card. This is a really simple and easy one, okay? Super simple and easy. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is grab some liquid glue, and I want to just put a bit of adhesive over the back of this piece. Here we go. And not get my fingers all over it. Okay, and I want it to go about 1.25 inches or so up the card. This is not an exact science. This is just a lay it on there where you think it looks good thing. There we go. Looks about right. Alright, and now I know I want to go ahead and glue this piece on as well, because I'm going to be putting the white piece on dimensionals and I'm going to be putting the little lambs on dimensionals. I don't need 3 layers of dimension because otherwise it'll be hard to ship. So I'm going to go ahead and just glue this piece down directly. And with the color contrast here, it's really not going to matter. It does kind of still give it that pop anyway. Okay. If I can keep my allergies from making my throat crazy. Alright, I'm going to take my Memento ink and the thank you so much stamp and tap, 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 and grab my pierce mat that I forgot. And I'm just going to stamp this in the corner. There we go. And then we're going to put the little U's on dimensionals, and I'm going to use a little piece of glue dot. You can fit a whole glue dot on the back of the bow, but you may have to just curl the edges a little of the glue dot so that it doesn't hang over. But that will give you just a tiny, tiny little bit of definition between the bow and the lamb. Okay, so it's a little more than a touch of glue, but not much. All right. Now we can put a dimensional on the back side of each of our little lambs here. Here we go. And then I want to put her almost in the middle. On the bottom here. I'm lining it up with the stitching on the edge, and then I'm going to overlap him just a tiny bit so it looks like they're holding hands. And then we'll put dimensionals on the back side of this piece. There we go. And we're just going to line it up centered. There we are. And there's the front of our card. Isn't that cute? I love it. All right, now for the middle, for the inside here, we will want to stamp another little U, and I've already done that on this one. So let me attach some seal to the back side. And then we'll just put this piece inside here, line it up centered so it's got a nice border, and then our cards are done. Isn't that great? Now for the envelopes, you know, I like to do a similar thing as I do for the inside. So I will take my smoky slate ink and my scrap paper. Here we go. Tap, tap, tap. Step off one time. Oh, wait a second, there's a fuzz. Make sure you notice if you have a fuzz. There we go. And then I'm gonna stamp it right there, and then I'm gonna flip it around, and I want this little guy to say hi. So I'm just gonna stamp him in the corner like so. Grab the basic gray. And see if I can line him up this way. There we go. So cute. You know, I'm looking at this and I forgot to put the little face on. I forgot to put the little face on our other one. Okay, hold on just a second here. Let me grab. I didn't already have that on the stamp block. That's the problem. Okay, so in the stamp set, there's also a bunch of little faces, and you'll be able to tell which ones go with which critter, and they're all super cute. So let me just put that on there, and I'm going to use the Memento Black for this. There we go. And there we go. Isn't that adorable? I love it. All right, so let me get this out of the way. Here we go. And here's our cards. Super cute. What do you think? Lots of fun? All right, friends, there you have it. I will have this posted on today's blog post, as well as all of the measurements and instructions, so you'll be able to go back there and take a look at it. Head over and subscribe to my blog so that you don't miss any of my upcoming posts. And there's a lot of projects, ideas, templates, tutorials, all kinds of fun stuff over there. And if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, go down there and make sure you click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any other projects that I share. And I'll put a link down below for my Facebook page and my group. And we have an upcoming sale. Stampin' Up! Is doing a 24-hour stamp sale on Wednesday. And it's for one day only. And I'll have the links posted on my Facebook page. So you'll want to head over there. And on Wednesday morning, Eastern time, as far as I'm concerned, you'll go over to my link and you'll be able to find a really great deal on all kinds of beautiful stamp sets. So you'll want to check that out. And if you have any questions or have anything that you'd like to add, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. I like interacting with everyone. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's project. And until next time, bye for now.